Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for my Capricorns. Hello, my Cappies. How are you? Well, you know that I'm using my two Radley Valentine decks. I'm using my Angel Tarot cards for the main message, and then I'm going to pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I've prayed, meditated, and infused both decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power, whatever the message is for whoever needs to hear it. It just comes through. I have 3 cards face down. The middle one's reversed. That has a little stronger energy, so we pay a little more attention to that one. Now, remember, and I'll look over here, October 1st, 17:05 Eastern Standard Time, 5:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, full moon in Aries. And it's also Mars retrograde is in Aries, which is conjunction. So I did put up an article in the community page and also on my Facebook about this. It's going to be like shh type of energy. But the other thing is that Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto and they're all in Capricorn. They're just kind of boxing that full moon in too. This is going to be all about me energy, but at the same time, we can still use it to release, relinquish, and request. Now, the other thing, though, is on the 4th of October at 9:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pluto, which is retrograde, and it's the only one right now of those 3 that I talked about. Well, I said Mars too, but Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto. Pluto, Saturn and Jupiter are direct. Pluto goes direct at 9:32 on the 4th Eastern Standard Time. And there's going to be I'm not quite sure if this is going to bring us back, bring control back to us, or if there's going to be control of us. We will see. Anyway, let's go on and see what we have with the cards for the weekend for my Capricorns. Here we go. First card up, the 4 of Water. Now, there's a really strong emotional component with this I'm picking up. And again, my relationships, it could be your work, job, career, it could be personal, intimate, interpersonal, it could be romantic, it could also be family or home. But I am feeling this is our Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, fluid, emotional. I'm feeling that this is kind of like, this is a romantic energy, and it's kind of like, okay, so, now 4s have a stability. Remember, 4 legs on the table, and, the table's nice and stable, but if one is a little bit shorter than the others, it's kind of a rocky thing. So I'm feeling like it's kind of like this. It's like my Capricorns and whoever, and it's like, oh, no, okay. So I'm feeling like the connection isn't happening this weekend as much as it should be. But I do want you to just kind of put that off a little bit, because this Aries energy, it's, very much so, people are going to be kind of pulling back a little bit more. And you might need to pull back and concentrate on you also, okay? So it's kind of like opportunity. It's like this romantic, it's like, you want it to be like this, but it's it's not quite connecting. The energies, the romantic, the emotional energy isn't quite connecting, okay? Understand it, and if you understand it, you'll then say, okay, let's just get past this time and it will connect again. Anyway, the 4 of Water, missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibility. So it's kind of like, there are other fish in the sea. There are other opportunities waiting for you. Stop focusing on just this and look, get your peripheral working, okay? Anyway, let's go on. The next card, this one's reversed. Here we are. The Knight of Water. Now, again, it's that water energy. Knights are directional. And again, this goes where I'm saying there's other fish in the sea. But the thing is, you do need to get out there, and you do need to make yourself available. You do need to make yourself a little bit vulnerable if you want, whatever you're going to give out there, if you want something to come back, you have to be available to put it out also, okay? Nights are directional. Nights also need some direction. So they do need kind of a little like, what is it that you want, my Capricorns? Again, if we're going to go into that requesting, put down the attributes that you would want in that relationship and put it out there to the universe. I've talked about that. And yes, somebody asked me to do a video. I'm thinking about how to do that for the full moon and your intentions. Okay, how to put that out. I just make it very easy because I'm a lazy Leo. I just put it on a piece of paper, go out there and say, this is what I want. This is what, and then I stick it up on my refrigerator. But this is kind of feeling like, for me, for my Capricorns, there's an emotional component going on with this. There's kind of this sensitivity going on with this. There's kind of a wanting of the emotional, but yet at the same time, the connection isn't quite connecting at the same time. Anyway, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So if there's a party or you're invited out, I'm going to tell you, take up the invitation. Take the invitation, because that could be where that opportunity that that you miss is at too. Okay, your next card up, ego. Oh, Archangel Jophiel, ego. What are you afraid of? What are you worried about? Okay, something you've been wanting, something, but it's kind of, it's like the connection isn't quite, you're not quite coming together. And what is it for my Capricorns? This has a lot of vulnerability to it. This has a lot of putting yourself out there emotionally. Are you not doing that? Hey, but I understand that too. I do understand that, my Capricorns. You've been burnt many, many times over. Maybe you need to take it a little bit slower than you normally do. Anyway, Archangel Jophiel, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Okay, so maybe you do need to take it a little bit slower. Maybe you need to take it a little slower in order, it's kind of like, I'm getting that thing where the tortoise wins the race. Slow but steady wins the race. Maybe you need to do that for a change. But the thing people don't understand is how, Capricorns do have such sensitivity, and they do have such, they do, you do really want that commitment. You really do want that commitment. So, and like I said, but this weekend, I don't know, are you putting yourself in the way? Are you getting in your way again? You could be. Let's see what this last card is. This one is the Seven of Raphael. Now, Raphael is, again, water energy. So you've got a whole bunch of water energy. You've got this sensitivity, this emotional, this relationship. Okay? Sevens also have kind of this higher power. It's like, like I do everything what I do what I'm supposed to be doing, whatever in this romantic relationship, this emotional relationship. And then it's like there's this outside energy that's either blocking it or making it go forward. Okay? But I feel that, I feel that it's kind of your energy that kind of blocks it a little bit. So this weekend, so let's get back to this weekend a little bit. This weekend, there could be some opportunities. You need to get out there. If you're invited to a social event, you need to get out there and go. Or if if you can go out to dinner, if you can go, there's social events that maybe there's a community social event. Get out there and do that if you are looking for that emotional or romantic type of relationship. You have to put yourself out a little more so. Yes, it's scary as all heck. It's scary as all heck, but if you don't try, if you don't try, then it'll never go. It'll never, come to fruition, okay? Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Part of the thing for my Capricorns is that I do feel that many of you do love to be in love and you love to love. Now there's a difference. So love to being in love, there's that relationship building, but you do love to love also. And like I said, it can be kind of scary. It's kind of like going over a rickety old bridge and you're worried that it's going to collapse. But at the same time, you might need to, this weekend could be a really good weekend to take some steps on that rickety old bridge. Okay? I know it's scary. I know. Anyway, my Capricorns, please hit the button. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. As always, my Capricorns, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.